June, and that means taking a look at the new games dropping onto Xbox in the month ahead. We've rounded up 9 of the finest, well, 8.5, and they're a diverse bunch with something for fans of almost every genre, from horror to puzzler, fast RPGs to strategy, and a couple of sports sims thrown in for good measure. Get ready to don some so flattering multicoloured lycra because the latest instalment of the Tour de France game franchise is heading to consoles this month. We can't say we're that excited, as previous editions have failed to capture the dynamism of the Tour, but we can always be hopeful that Tour de France 2024 is a game that breaks the mould. Even though pedalling up a mountain seems like a nightmare, the Xbox is offering up scarier things this month with Still Wakes the Deep. This game sees the Chinese Room, creator of Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, return to the first-person narrative horror genre. This time you'll be getting scared on an offshore oil rig during a vicious storm, which in true horror movie style has had its lines of communication severed. All you know is that an unknowable horror has come aboard and your crew have mysteriously vanished. You'll have to try and escape with your life intact by swimming through flooded corridors, traversing the failing structure, and not slipping in the numerous puddles of blood. Expect a health and safety nightmare. If you're a UK resident and a fan of all things political, then the release of Democracy 4 Console Edition seems like perfect timing. As we enter the build-up to a general election, you can play along at home, taking the role of President or Prime Minister in one of 10 countries, hoping to do better in a virtual world than the real-life goons currently in charge. Heavy on the stats and resembling Football Manager in game style, in Democracy 4 Console Edition you'll get to make decisions to run the country your way. But with having to keep one eye on the budget and one on the popularity polls, will you do a good job? Atari's Sprint series of racing games is back after a bit of a hiatus, the last game releasing in 1987. Neo Sprint is a single-screen arcade racer for up to 8 players and promises a racing experience that will satisfy even the most radical of speed demons. The game also features a track builder experience where you can build ramps, jumps, banks and decorations in 4 different biomes: forest, desert, winter and city. Campaign mode, Grand Prix, obstacle courses and time trials provides tons of pulse-pounding race content, and multiplayer modes make for chaotic fun. This game has given us all the nostalgic feels, looking very much like the wacky and chaotic animated shows of the 90s and noughties, and featuring their irreverent humour. In #Blood, a blend of action RPG and dungeon crawler, you'll play as Becky Brewster, the new kid at Carpentersville High, whose Buffy-esque mission is to hunt down vampires and slay the undead. The game has some innovative features, including being able to enhance your magic skills with grimoires and school supplies, investigate demonic infestations through the town's social media, and taking selfies with demons to analyse their weaknesses. If the 2021 platformer Roxy Raccoon passed you by, as it did us, then have no fear, because the game is now being retold using a pinball format. We've got our fair share of pinball games on the Xbox, but Roxy Raccoon's Pinball Panic could be something a bit different, as it utilises a story mode, where you have to try and stop a maniacal witch from spreading her dark magic, and play on tables through 9 unique worlds based on parks and urban streets to casinos and more. Glyphs of Gitsun is a block-sliding puzzle adventure with over 50 top-down pixel art style levels. Playing as a young explorer, you'll visit mysterious ruins and push stone pillars across tiled floors to align them with rows of glyphs in order to unlock the next tricky chamber. If you're a fan of simple yet engaging puzzlers, then this might be worth a closer look. The RPG Shin Megami Tensei 5 released on Nintendo Switch in 2021, and now Xbox players get to experience this definitive version of the game, which has been massively expanded with a brand new storyline. And what a storyline it is, complete with not one but two complete story paths that promise an eternal conflict between angels and demons in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, and choices to make that will dictate the fate of all existence. Fans of dense plot lines and turn-based combat rejoice. Even critics of the genre will have heard of Elden Ring, the vast RPG game that's racked up its fair share of awards and acclaim since its release in 2022. The Shadow of the Erdtree is an expansion to the base game that beckons players to the brand new Land of Shadow with an all-new story imbued with mystery, perilous dungeons and new enemies. Shadow of the Erdtree also comes with new weapons, equipment and magic not available in the base game, further adding to fans' enjoyment of this fantastical game. So that's your lot for June. A bit of cycling, some political fun, retro racing and pinball magic. There's even the much anticipated first bit of new content for the acclaimed Elden Ring. But what will you be playing? Get into the comments and let us know. And don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more Xbox related content.